Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everybody's doing well. Eric.
Well, I hope so too.
Yeah, and like always, let's not forget this. It's very important. Say hi to my friends.
Hi.
Eric, no, a cool hi.
Hi.
Voila, that's what I'm talking about. So tonight we're gonna unbox a new figure in my collection. This arrived yesterday. First, I didn't want to make a video about this one tonight because it's a figure that came out a few months back already, and it's been reviewed all over the internet, you know, in videos, but also articles, and so yeah, everybody knows this figure. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, huh? It's always good to keep it a surprise. So I was gonna skip on this unboxing video, but I also have a few points that I'd like to make tonight. So Eric, let's just sit down here and let's talk a little bit. Come here, Eric. Okay, Eric. I like your new armchairs, Eric.
Yeah, I can see that. You feel comfortable?
Oh, so good, huh, Eric?
Yeah, nice and soft.
How's life, Eric?
Well, perfect.
How's the wife and kids?
Perfect as well.
Yeah. Eric is single, of course, huh, guys? Okay, so I want to make a few points tonight. I actually wanted to talk about what I'm going to talk about now. I wanted to make a video response to what Mogi, the video he posted, 2 weeks ago now. I wanted to make a video response about this, and I didn't have time, but let's talk about it now. It's regarding the shit that's going on with Hot Toys. Lots of customers have been complaining, and I can only agree with them. The first problem is the prices. The prices. It's going crazy, guys. It's going crazy. I mean, these figures are getting more and more expensive, and I can't believe it. Of course, even a few years back when I started collecting, these figures were already expensive, don't get me wrong. They were not cheap, but back then I was okay with that, because you see, we're not collecting toys, we're collecting high-end collectibles, you see, very detailed, good quality. So, and personally, and I think everybody's gonna agree with me on this one, I don't even want my Hot Toys to be cheap, because that means that everybody could afford them, you see? Right, Eric?
Yeah, I perfectly follow your arguments.
Yeah, so when I buy a collectible, I'm always proud, because I'm like, for example, my Michael Jackson Billie Jean figure that was made by Hot Toys a few years ago, I checked on eBay the other day, it was $2,200. So I don't know if it's really worth that price, but it's getting always more and more expensive, and it gets rarer and rarer over the years. And when I dust my collection and I have this figure in my hands, I'm like, oh shit, I'm so proud to have him, you see? That's what I'm talking about, you see? If everybody could afford these figures, then we wouldn't call them collectibles anymore. But now, Hot Toys is really exaggerating. I know that the economy in the world, around the world, is really bad, and the stuff that they use to make these figures, plastic and paint, it's getting more and more expensive. But come on, I mean, the DX Joker, for example, came out 3 years ago. I don't know exactly. I remember it was around $160, $170. I would understand if a figure now would be like 180 or 190, but this is crazy. Over $200, 220, 230, sometimes 250 bucks for a figure. I mean, Hot Toys are really becoming a greedy company, you see. We have to do something about this, guys. We have to gather and do something together, all together. I'm not saying to stop buying collectibles, because myself, I think I'm a collector for life. I love collecting and I could never stop. But definitely we got to slow it down, and Hot Toys is not the only fish in the sea. It's not the only good company out there. Now, second point is the constant reissues. People are complaining because Hot Toys are reissuing figures that they already made a few years back. For example, the Iron Man Mark 1, the War Machine figure, and probably other figures, more to come. I have nothing against reissues, nothing against that. People exaggerate. I mean, on Hot Toys Facebook page, they're like, Hot Toys, you're asshole for doing this, because the Mark 1, for example, has become very, very, very rare and pricey. So all these customers who bought this figure for like, what, $1,000, and then you're reissuing this figure for like $300. So in a way, I agree. But then on the other hand, for people who missed out on the figure the first time, when it came out, they're not going to complain. They're actually very happy that this figure comes out again, because then they have a chance to get this figure after all. So I have nothing about reissues, you see, and just, guys, stop complaining. If you don't like it, then just don't buy it and stop complaining. But on the other hand, I expect Hot Toys to keep their promises. They have to, they promised us the Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal figure. They promised us the more figures from the Platoon line. They promised, so many figures, and we're still waiting. It took them like, a whole year or even more to release the Superman figure. See? And because they're losing time, because they're too busy reissuing figures, and that's a completely different problem. See? If you want to reissue figures, Hot Toys, do it, you see? But don't focus on just this. Don't forget that we customers are also expecting other figures that you've never done before, and we want to see them. I'm a Michael Jackson fan. I'm waiting. Holy shit, I want this Smooth Criminal figure. I'm going crazy. I want it now, Hot Toys. I want it now. The third problem is the quality control. So my God, this is something Hot Toys has to change as well. I'm just gonna talk about my own experience, my personal experience with Hot Toys. First, I bought back in the day the Batman DX Batman figure, and of course it had the leaking abs, the oily abs. So then I had to send it back, and I had to get a replacement, and it took weeks, and of course I had to pay for the shipping, when I sent it back. Then I got this figure, the T-800, the Terminator figure, Schwarzenegger figure from the first Terminator movie. I got this one in February. I opened the box, and I take the figure out, I want to pose it, and what do you know? I have the figure in my left hand, and the figure's arm, the arm of the figure in my right hand. I was like, whoa, the arm was loose, you see, and I had to send it back again. What else? Then I got oh yeah, Eric, do you remember the night we unboxed that Ghost Rider figure?
Holy shit, we spent a lot of time doing it.
Guys, we actually shot a Ghost Rider unboxing, but we only noticed that problem once we were done shooting the unboxing video. Otherwise I would have mentioned it back then. We spent, no kidding, I think 3.5 hours that night to fix this figure, and we didn't succeed, and I had to take the figure home, and I worked on this figure the whole morning the next day, because these 3 spikes here on his right shoulder were loose, because something was broken inside the jacket of the Ghost Rider. So, see, on the other hand, I have 43, 44, 45 figures, something like that, I don't know exactly. So I'm talking about 3 or 4 faulty figures out of 45. So it's not like something huge, but still, for such high prices, Hot Toys, you gotta check your figures before you send them out. You can't charge us 250 bucks for figures, and then we open the boxes and the spikes are falling off, or the arm is loose. That's crazy. And then of course when you try to send Hot Toys an email, of course most of the time they don't answer, or they answer but days or weeks later. That's crazy. Okay, so the fourth problem with these guys with Hot Toys is that check their Facebook page. Do you often read replies from Hot Toys? You see, never. I mean, it looks like they just don't give a shit. They don't care about their customers' opinions, for example. When they post new pictures of a soon-to-be released figure, the prototype pictures, some customers, of course, will complain, and they'll be like, okay, I don't like the head sculpt, or you should add this accessory, or you should do this, or you should change that, you see? But they never reply. They never reply. I mean, they could at least be okay. Well, be like, well, thanks for letting us know. We'll take that in consideration. You see? No, they don't. I remember when when we shot this, Eric. When we shot this, we filmed this Leon unboxing.
Yeah.
That was a nice one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I posted it on Enterbay's Facebook page, and there's this guy that works for Enterbay. He just said thank you. See, he replied. So that's not a big thing. But what does it cost, Jesus Christ, to just say thanks? We spend a lot of our time to make videos of Hot Toys figures, unboxings or reviews, and we like to do it, of course, but still, in a way, we are promoting these figures, you see? And we post them on their page, and they don't even care to say thanks for what you're doing, customers.
Well, maybe they don't have the time, they're just counting the money they've earned.
Well, that's the problem. With Hot Toys these days, it's just about money. Well, shit, I'm not even kidding. I'm actually pissed, man. I mean, Hot Toys, seriously, I hope you guys are watching this. I'm not criticizing, of course, Yuli or Arnie Kim or these guys. They're real artists, and I respect them. I mean, wow, guys, this is incredible, the work that they've done so far and that they're gonna do in the future, And Arnie Kim, for example, even though he's not really good at English, but every time I send him an email or every time I talk to him on Facebook, he always makes an effort to understand what I'm saying and to reply. And he's really a cool guy, and I respect him. But right now I'm talking about the big heads, Howard Chan and these guys, and also the people that are in charge of the Hot Toys Facebook page and the Hot Toys website. Their website has been going crazy for over a year and a half now. Every time I try to visit their website, my computer, my antivirus blocks me from going into their website because there's a virus in there. Everybody keeps complaining about this on their Facebook page. Hot Toys, why the hell can't we go check out your website? They don't do anything about it. They don't answer. When we have something to say like Hot Toys, look, this figure it's too expensive, they don't even care to explain why they chose to make it so expensive. See, they never reply. There's no contact between Hot Toys and the customers, and that's the problem. So people have been talking about these problems for months now, for months and months, and other guys before me, like I said, Mogi and other guys have been doing reviews for weeks now, and they post their, not reviews, sorry, but videos like this one, and they post their videos on the Facebook page, Hot Toys Facebook page. No, there's no result. They're not listening. And I'm telling you, if this is going to keep being like this, if they're going to keep treating their customers like this, not giving a shit about them, well, I'm sorry, Hot Toys. There's plenty of other companies that will take my money, that will be very happy to take my money. So I just hope that someone that works over there, maybe Howard Chan will listen to this, huh?
Yeah,
And,
you could boycott that company, yeah?
well, that's what we're trying to do. Not boycotting that company, but something has to be done. They're great. I mean, look at their freaking figures. They're awesome. They're the best on the market. But that's actually the problem. Because they're the best, and they know they're the best, they're becoming too greedy, you see? That's the problem. So guys, enough with the negative shit now, and let's unbox that figure. This video is a little too long now, Eric, huh?
Yeah.
So we're gonna stop and say bye to the guys who were done watching me for today. And for the other guys, stay tuned. I'm just gonna unbox this thing in another video. Okay, Eric? Say goodbye to my friends.
Yeah, bye.
And see you in 5 minutes again.
Yeah,
Peace.
no problem.